welcome to Las Vegas in NXTComm 2008. I'm Tim Smith with MRV Communications, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about our company and some of the products and solutions that we're offering as new technological innovations here at the show. MRV has been around for 20 years, since 1988. We're a publicly held company. Again, we've been around for nearly 20 years. Publicly traded on the NASDAQ market, and again, very recognizable to the stock market. A little bit of history about MRV Communications. Again, 20 years ago, we were founded in July of 1988. We've been very strong in the technologies of optical Ethernet since the mid-1990s. And parallel to that, also in the Metro Ethernet a little bit later on in the decade with Metro Ethernet services. Again, publicly traded on the NASDAQ MRVC. Welcome, gentlemen. Have a seat, fill out the card, and you'll be eligible for a $100 gas card. MRV is comprised of several technologies, one of which is our wholly owned subsidiary, Source Photonics. We also manufacture lasers, transmitters, receivers, and things like that for the optical transport industry. Very strong financially. We're $500 million a year in annual revenue. We employ 2,000 employees worldwide through a variety of R&D divisions, multiple sales and support offices throughout 23 countries. From a product standpoint, a very, very comprehensive product set, basically that allows you to build virtually every segment of the optical infrastructure. Metro Ethernet access solutions, Ethernet aggregation devices, Metro intelligent service demarcation devices, our OptiSwitch 9000 series, which we have here in the booth and can show. Everything conforming to MEF 9 and 14 specifications. Complementary to the Metro Ethernet transport devices are the optical transport solutions, our traditional WDM product line called the Lambda driver. We have a fully gridded solution for coarse and dense wave division multiplexing, which now includes some packet optical networking capabilities too that we'll explore later on in the presentation. Another part of MRV2 is complementary both to the transport and to the Ethernet demarcation markets. We have devices and appliances out there that allow you to do data center management, media cross connects, layer 1 physical cross connects for optical regeneration and the test labs. Also free space optics. If you don't have fiber right of ways and you need high bandwidth deployment on your enterprise, we also have bypass solutions that allow you to drive up to 10 gigabits over a campus. And to round out our data center connectivity and lab infrastructure capabilities, we have a product called our LX series that allow you to do power management, environmental management, different types of environmental and element management control. In terms of the optical infrastructure, we've heard over the years that the various vendors out there that have been touting future-proof technologies. The solution we sell you today is future-proof. There's very few vendors that have been able to withstand that test of being able to say that they're fully future-proof. Fiber is the only safe medium, the ability to take technology and continue to improve that edge technology and leverage the capabilities of that fiber. We still really haven't begun to tap the initial capabilities of fiber today. It's the edge technology that allow you to keep growing, and fiber is really the only safe medium to move forward to in all types of transport environments. MRV, throughout the 20-year tenure, we've had several industry accomplishments. We've contributed several industry first in technology, Ethernet switching, WDM transport, and throughout the parallel development of all these technologies, we're at a point now in the market where all these technologies have converged so that we can offer a unified Ethernet, IP, MPLS, and WDM transport solution all under one common control plane. So the MRV optical advantage is the packet optical convergence, the ability to packetize data and add that to the WDM transport layer for the carrier Ethernet market as well. Even though our focus is on simplified packet optical provisioning, we're definitely focusing on Ethernet as a service as well as a common transport. Since Ethernet is the common access method, your local packet access rings are comprised of Ethernet demarcations. It doesn't make a lot of sense to take Ethernet technology and convert it to another technology to simply transport it across the network, such as SONET and SDH. Typically, those types of technologies have been pretty much the only game in town, but now that you need the ability to scale quite nicely as well as add a common control plane to that, Ethernet makes a lot of sense to provide that as the common transport as well as the edge technology. So now it's becoming the emerging transport. You're going to see Ethernet technologies in terms of the high bandwidth capabilities of transporting the packet access rings across the network itself. From the carrier's perspective, in order to do that, typically you've had two different political groups, one on the transport side and one on the packet access side as well. With the common Ethernet infrastructure with optical, basically you need a unified optical admin layer to provide provisioning from the access out to the core. So with that common control plane, common OAM set, gives you the capability of SLA enforcement in every network segment that's out there, whether it be out on the edge and setting up 1 megabit circuits for individual CPEs, or in the backbone and porting 10 gigabit services around the network. So with a common control plane and a common OAM tool set, it gives you a very simplified provisioning tool at both the optical and the packet layers. So the same tool set will be used for layer 1 as well as layers 2, 3, and 4. So MRV, we've had the parallel technologies for quite some time. We're focusing market-wise on the tremendous growth that we're anticipating over the next several years in the packet growth. There's still a rich protocol mix out there. So with products like the Lambda driver, not only can we meet the demands of packet optical network growth, but we can also still embrace the legacy transport such as your sonnets, and also meet the needs of the high demand growth of fiber channel, storage protocols, and so on, as well as all the legacy. So again, that same flexible provisioning architecture is extended both to the legacy